keep beckoning to me.
The pristine blue ocean has cast a spell on many that have visited these shores. A picture ideal for a tourism brochure draws many tourists to the coast of Viti Levu, one of Fiji's two larger islands. But reality strikes when you go below the ocean. The coral reefs are dying and fish stocks are running low. The owners of the natural resources in the local community are caught in a quandary. They live off what the ocean and reefs provide, and they get employment in nearby tourism ventures that market this natural beauty to the world. Realizing the huge task ahead, the people living on this stretch of the Coral Coast, a major tourism destination, have embarked on what is a first for Fiji tourism and the environment.
We've seen major changes nowadays. Seafood are abundant in supply after they've lifted the tambu, especially in places where the tambu was lifted, unlike before.
Varani Sese and many more women from the Suva district in the province of Nandunga fish in the shallow waters outside their villages. They've noted a drop in fish stock and have had to wade further ahead to find fish for dinner.
Nowadays, we have to go further out at sea for a better catch, not like before.
They're being assisted by a non-government organization, Partners in Community Development Fiji, who with its Coral Gardens initiative has established a model of community-based coral reef management. Raising awareness is the first step through workshops for women and through theatre for the younger generation.
They have performed in schools in Singatoka to raise the students' awareness on marine conservation, and have gone to other villages within the Nandunga province to perform their dramas on environment, marine conservation, and also on human rights. And through this, they have been able to work, carrying out to work such as coral planting and mangrove planting, and other work required in monitoring their marine areas.
The women are being told of the establishment of tambu sites, or no fishing marine protected areas. Some have suggested that these sites are too large and are impacting on their need to fish daily for subsistence use. The workshops allow women to raise their concerns and are a teaching tool on how they, the women, can monitor the use of their natural resource. 2 years on, and the benefits are now recognizable as the marine protected areas give life to more fish stock. Replanted coral and seaweed farming provide a new source of income for villagers.
We will teach them proper management of our oceans, from protection to policing and sustaining resources.
Off the mainland in Makungai, a former leper colony, the wives of fisheries officers keep themselves busy with coral farming, replenishing stock that's been destroyed through overtrading. The women of Makungai are assisted by marine scientist Dr. Austin Bowden Kirby in a project that plans to use the island for training in coral aquaculture and coral transplantation to help restore the reefs.
This is the aquacultured clamshells, and one of the ways we're going to do it is we're going to plant 2 or 3 little ones on the back of these shells. So as a way of using, because there's always mortality. This is a clam hatchery. They have thousands of these shells every year producing. It would be good to use them for something. And these are aquacultured clamshells, and those will be aquacultured corals from mother stock, from aquacultured stock. So it'll be completely conforming to the CITES Treaty. So that's what we want to do, is to grow something that the communities can use, that will use the biodiversity of Fiji in a good way, that doesn't hurt the reef, and it helps to encourage people to conserve the resources.
Apart from coral, there's clam farming, where giant clams are transferred to marine protected areas in Suva. While it has worked in some sites, there have also been failures where clams have not survived in the new environment. The authorities see this as a lesson learned early into the project. Women participation in projects like those in Suva and Makungai has placed a lasting impact on the community and the environment.
this is a really good site for people to come and learn about all the various things. And since the people are already coming to learn about giant clams and some other things, we thought it was appropriate to come and learn about corals here as well. And the women are the natural ones to engage in this because it takes a lot of finger work, and it's like coral gardening. So they grow the flowers, and these are the flowers of the ocean.
Along with the menfolk, the women of Duvu have formed an environmental committee within the traditional structure to oversee environmental activities in the area. It's also their way of lobbying for government assistance on more long-term plans. With the tourism industry providing jobs for many of these villages, it is only natural that stakeholders be approached on their contribution to protecting the oceans and beaches. In an award-winning partnership, the Shangri-La Fijian Resort and nearby villages in Duvu constructed wetlands at the resort to reduce the nutrient load on the coral reef from hotel sewage. Studies show that the wetland removes 75% of the nutrients from the wastewater. The success of the work in Duvu has seen other villages involved in the tourism industry to ask for assistance in managing their reefs and oceans.
So they had also many problems like poaching, how other people come in and steal, fish in their gully areas without the permission of the communities. So they had all these questions like who to go to, who to ask. And they were even asking for more awareness workshops. And this time if we could also target the youths because they are the leaders of tomorrow.
And so what has started off as a means of restocking fish supplies and replanting coral to not only protect the reefs but earn a living has branched into many other islands and communities.